Hello everyone, I am Rupal Goley, an intern at CyberSapiens United LLP. Today, I will present a critical cybersecurity attack called cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting or XSS attacks, in which we will study about introduction of cross-site scripting, types of XSS attacks, reflected XSS attacks, stored XSS attacks, DOM-based XSS attacks, impact of XSS attacks, prevention of XSS attacks, references, and finally live session. Introduction of cross-site scripting. Cross-site scripting is a cyber attack involving injecting malicious code into a trusted website. The code is then in the dynamic content delivered to the victim's browser. Cross-site scripting differs from other web attack vectors because it doesn't target the application itself. Instead, it targets the users of the application. There are three types of cross-site scripting. First one is reflected XSS attacks. Second is stored XSS attacks. Third one is DOM-based XSS attacks. The first one is a reflected cross-site scripting attack. Reflecting cross-site scripting is a type of cross-site scripting attack. In this attack, a malicious script is injected into a trusted website. The script is activated when a user clicks a link that sends a request to a vulnerable website. The script can appear in an error message, search result, or other response. Reflected XSS is also known as a non-persistent attack. We can refer to the diagram to understand better. So, first one is attacker sends malicious link to user. Then user clicks the link and it is executed in the browser. After that, browser sends the private data to the attacker. Some example of reflected cross-site scripting are phishing attacks, search forms, etc. The second type of cross-site scripting attack is stored cross-site scripting attack. A stored cross-site scripting attack or type 1 or persistent cross-site scripting involves injecting a malicious script into a vulnerable web application. The script is then permanently stored on the target server, such as in a database, comment field, or message forum. Users retrieve the malicious script from the server when they request the stored information. Stored XSS attacks are more damaging than reflected XSS attacks. Reflected XSS involves reflecting a malicious script of a web application into a web browser. The refer diagram to understand the stored XSS attack better. Firstly, attacker gets a malicious data into the database. Then, entirely innocent request. Bad app retrieves malicious data and uses it verbatim. Response includes malicious data as active content. Then bad thing happens. Stored XSS attacks can allow attackers to steal the user's credentials, hijack the user's session, hijack the user's browser, deliver browser-based exploits, etc. The third type of attack is DOM-based cross-site scripting attack. DOM-based cross-site scripting is a cross-site scripting attack that allows attackers to inject malicious code into a web page. The attack uses the document object model to manipulate the client's browser environment. DOM is the combination of reflected and stored XSS. This is a rarely vulnerability as of the current scenario, we do not counter this type of vulnerability because DOM has a very severe type of impact. So we will refer the diagram to understand DOM-based attack pattern. The attacker crafts a URL containing the malicious string and sends it to the victim. The user is tricked into opening the link and requesting the malicious URL from the website. The website receives the request but doesn't include the malicious string in the response. Then the user's browser executes the legitimate script inside the response, causing the malicious script to be inserted into the page. Then the user's browser executes the malicious script inserted into the page by the client-side code. Then the user sensitive information is sent to the attacker's server. DOM-based cross-site scripting vulnerabilities can occur when JavaScript accepts user input. JavaScript passes the user into a sink that supports dynamic code execution. JavaScript writes data from a source into the document cookie without sanitize it. If we discuss the impacts of cross-site scripting attacks, so first one is user accounts. Attackers can steal personal information such as passwords, bank account numbers, and credit card information. They can also compromise user accounts by obtaining session cookies. Websites XSS attacks can deface websites, damage their reputation, and harm customer relationships. User devices XSS attacks can run malicious code on web pages that can compromise a user's device. Yes, we can prevent cross-site scripting attacks to validate all input data, ensure that only listed data is allowed, encode all variable output on a page before returning it to the user. Use a web application firewall. References are shared here. Now we will understand the cross-site scripting with the help of live session. So we will start live session with the DVWA. Okay. In this we can learn how to insert the payloads to attack any website. Okay. So firstly we will click on XSS reflected. We will make sure the DVWA security level should be low to better understand. Okay, it's already low, then fine. Then we'll back to the XSS reflected. So we can see it's asking for the name, and if I will put my name here, Rupal, and submit. So this will reflect directly on the screen. Like this, we can apply payloads to check it's vulnerable or not. Okay. We can find multiple payloads at XSS Payloads GitHub. XSS Payload GitHub. First link, we'll click that and we'll find multiple payloads here. Okay. Okay. So we'll back to the XSS reflected. So we will put simple payload here to understand what is XSS reflected. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to put this payload here and click to submit. Look, this is showing XSS. Okay. I can edit the alert message, like this is showing XSS. I can write here you are hacked, or anything you want to just put it like this, you are hacked. So this is simply XSS reflected. This only reflect the your message that is the reflecting. Okay, now we will see stored XSS attacks. As I told you earlier, we can store the malicious script and this will not capture, and we can't delete it too. We have to contact the website to remove it. So this is very critical. Like, it is asking for the name, so I am putting my name and message. I'm writing hello. Okay, then look, this is showing Rupal and messages hello. Now I will put the script here. Okay, so okay, we will put simple script. I have put the script, and okay, this is showing the pop-up message, or you can say that alert message. Okay, but if I will reload this page, continue, this will again reflect here. Why? Because the message has been stored in database. Okay, so when whoever will access the page, this pop-up message or alert message will show directly. You can't see this page. Like, I am clicking the XSS reflected. Now I will again click the XSS store. Look, this is showing alert message again. Okay, but if I will see here Rupal and there is no message. Okay, this is not showing message. But how can you delete that? If you will have the access of database, so you can delete it, but obviously we don't have, so we have to contact the website to delete it. Okay, this is the stored cross-site scripting. This is very critical. You can put many type of scripts, some type of script. If I will show you this script, whole script here. So but if you will put this in any website, this will directly redirect the page at http://evil.com. So you will redirect on this page. Okay, this has limitations, so I can't put a overall script here. Okay, so this type of XSS attack is used to redirect the pages to transfer the traffic by hackers. Also, hackers just get the payment from similar websites, and they just move the traffic to another website. So that's why this is very critical and so dangerous. So the XSS attack. That's it for the day. Thank you so much.